today I will be attempting to beat Saints Row 1 with 100% progress. Now in order to do that, I must complete all the activities, do all tags in every location, and collect all 60 CDs. Now as much as I played through the story mode on this game, I never came close to completing 100%. I have came close to beating to 100%. My highest percentage on that game is 86. But that's hard to do on Saints Row 1 because you gotta complete all the activities, and it's pretty hard to earn respect. And some activities on this game just fucking suck, like Hitman and Chop Shop. So you don't really see a lot of people do this. But today, I will be attempting to do it myself. Let's get right into it. Starting off in the character creation screen, I decided to make my player Caucasian, something I never done before in any of my Saints Row playthroughs. And you know we can't rock out with the default face creation, bro. We gotta tweak his look. And just like that, our player is created. Now we walking through the streets of Stillwater, and this dude trying to sell me fake watches. I end up bumping into a bad bitch. In the midst of me trying to kick game, I get caught in the middle of a game war. Long story short, Julius and Troy saved us from getting Swiss cheese by a Vice King member, and Julius tells us that the road is not safe and they need help cleaning up the streets.
I don't care what flags they flying, rollers, carnales, Vice Kings. No one's making this nigga scared to walk the road. We about to lock this shit down right now.
Julius, if he wants to run with the Saints, he gotta be canonized.
So they say it's protocol and it's required that I gotta be canonized if I want to be official, which is no problem with me because as y'all can see, I opened up a can of whoop ass on these niggas and now I am officially a member of the 3rd Street Saints. Now it's time to buy a gun from Friendly Fire and we go clean up the streets of Saints Row. Now with the streets of Saints Row clean, we head to Forgive and Forget. Then we drop Troy off at Freckle Bitches because he jonesing for a fun bag. Now we need some respect, so I go do snatch in the Harrogate district, and we gotta help out my boy Will get some new hoes. I guess he tired of having fat hoes in his starting lineup, so we gotta go get him some better ones. And just like that, the first level of snatch is completed. Now we on to level 2. This is really only like a demo version of snatch, considering that it's only 2 levels, so it's not really that hard. So I completed this with ease. Now it's time to do the abandoned storefront stronghold, and y'all know before we did that, I had to get fitted up. Now it's time to make our presence known. I kick the door down and I shoot my way through and kill all the Lost Carnales lackeys as I make my way through and attempt to kill the Lost Carnales lieutenant. He tried to make a run for it, but he didn't get very far as I proceeded to blow his car up. He ended up getting out. He tried to have a shootout with me, but I got him out the way pretty quick. Shout out to the Saints for helping out too. After that, I get a call from Julius and he tells me to swoop by the church and scoop him because it's time to finish this shit. It's time to reclaim Saints Row once and for all. By the way, this is one of my favorite missions in Saints Row history. I just love how it's an all-out gang war. We hop out the car and as y'all can see, we getting busy cleaning these dudes out with the Scar 7 spree. After winning the turf war, the cops ended up swarming the place. We had to lose them. I dropped Troy and Julius off at the church, and just like that, Saints Row is officially ours again.
Yeah, we cleared out the road. You think for a second that's gonna stop them? Unless we wipe all these motherfuckers out, they're gonna keep coming. And they ain't gonna be happy.
Now with the prologue done, we need respect to progress through actual main story missions, and this is the part that you all been waiting for. Now it's time to do some activities. In order to complete Saints Row 100%, we gotta complete every activity on the game. Now we can start by doing the fun activities first, like Snatch, Demolition Derby, Mayhem, and even a little bit of Escort. But I feel like the best way to complete Saints Row 100% is to get the hardest part out the way first, and that's by doing Chop Shop and Hitman, which is my fucking kryptonite. Now don't get me wrong, I love Hitman. It's one of my favorite activities in Saints Row 2. I even love the thrill and idea of it. Being a hitman in an open world crime game that give you specific areas to stalk out and hunt for the target. Problem is, bruh, you will be hunting for fucking hours trying to find the targets on this damn game. And worst of all, they don't even spawn in a designated location, and you need to kill them with specific weapons that you might not have on you all the time. Now thankfully they drastically improved upon this in Saints Row 2, not making it a requirement for you to have specific weapons, even adding in strategic tactics that you can do to bait the target to come out. Like example, drinking 40 ounces, doing tags, stuff that get the target comfortable enough to come out and show himself so you can knock him off. Now as much as I played Saints Row 1 and beat the story mode, I never even bothered to try to complete this activity because I knew how hard it was. But after doing countless amounts of research, watching so many guide videos and figuring out the best methods to make the target spawn, I finally grew some nuts and gained the confidence to try this shit myself. Now when you do this activity, I highly recommend you start every single hitman at the same time. There are 3 hitman locations. I decided to do the one in Chinatown first.
I wish for them all to be dead. Do we have a deal?
Then I went to the airport hitman. Now it's time to make our way to the projects hitman. Now, like I said earlier, I did a lot of brief research on this activity, so I know that certain targets cannot be found on the street and they can be found driving certain vehicles. A very vital detail that the game does not inform you about. On my way to the projects hitman, I noticed a white and green truck. Same white and green truck that the hitman target Chris is supposed to drive. Only problem I ran into is that I didn't have the required gun to kill him, so I had to enter the cheat code to get it. And just like that, Chris is dead. We can scratch him off the list. Again, as I make my way to the project's hitman, I noticed that I accidentally spotted another target. But I had to clarify it first, just to make sure and confirm that this is the right person I need to take out. And just like that, Roxanne is officially gone and we don't gotta worry about her no more. Now I officially make my way to the project's hitman.
It's got a big court case coming up, and the prosecutor has a whole line of witnesses that could put him away. And I'll pay you for each one you can take out. That's straight with you?
Now we have officially started all 3 hitman activities. Now it's time to actually try to complete this. Now, like I said earlier, these targets don't spawn in a designated area all the time, and you gotta use your own tactics and outsmart the game in order to find these people. I sometimes like to check in strip clubs and nightclubs because it's the perfect place to catch one of them lacking.
Oh shit, it's this nigga. Come here, nigga. Bring your fat ass here. Bitch ass nigga. Yes sir, that boy gone now.
After I killed Alan, I was strolling along the Barrio district and I accidentally stumbled across another target. At this point, I knew I was just getting lucky. But once again, I didn't have the required weapon to kill her, so I had to enter in the cheat code to get it. Now, I know some of y'all like to play y'all games without using cheats, but I feel like in a situation like this, you gotta kill the person when the opportunity presents itself. You cannot let this shit slip away. Like I said earlier, there's certain tactics that you have to go about in order to complete this activity. I noticed that the Barrio district was a hot spot because I kept finding targets there, which makes sense because it's a very populated area where a lot of pedestrians like to take walks. So I decided to just stick around in the same area.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, we really finding targets real easily right now. I got the best luck in the world. This look like a target right here, ain't it?
Yep, that's him. I proceeded to beat old man Marty to death with a baseball bat, and just like that, he is officially dead. Come on, Glizzy, man, pop out, bro. Oh, this that one dude, ain't it? Hold up, let me get my shotgun out. Alright, we got Juan up out of here, and now we can move on to the next. While I was still searching for Bucky, aka Big Glizzy, I ended up coming across Hank. In the videos that I seen on YouTube, I knew he drove a delivery truck, so when I seen it, I knew it had to be him.
I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is. It's Hank! Bro, I'm really finding all these targets on accident, bro. Hold up. Let me clarify what I gotta kill him with, just to make sure. Alright, yep, Molotov. Alright, we don't gotta worry about him no more. Yo, where Big Glizzy at? Y'all niggas seen Big Glizzy around here? Where he at? You seen Big Glizzy around here, bro? Alright. You don't wanna give up no info? Alright. Tell Big Glizzy, man, some clips looking for him, man. Oh shit, it's him! It's Big Glizzy! Hold on, I gotta get my grenades, bro. Hold up. It's my nigga Big Glizzy. Hold this, Big Glizzy. Check this out. Check this out, Glizzy. Come on, get his ass. Get his ass. Damn, Glizzy, man, ain't going. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fuck out of here, Big Glizzy.
Now we on a search for Jose, and they say he can be found in the Truckyard District, and we actually found him pretty easily. Like I said earlier, at this point I knew I was just getting lucky, because that's literally what this activity is all based on. Luck and RNG. You gotta hope you have the best luck and RNG in the world. Again, also go off of tactics and your own intuition. Cause if you like me and you know this game real well and you recognize a lot of the NPCs, like example, Charles. I always see him in the downtown district. So that's the first place I went to instead of the suburbs. And to no surprise, I found him. And just like that, Charles is wiped out and we move on to the next. With the majority of the targets on the Chinatown hitman X'd out, that only leaves me 2 targets left, which is Jackie and Bill. Luckily, these targets can be summoned pretty easily. Jackie can be summoned by calling 911, and Bill can be summoned by getting a 5-star wanted level. And just like that, Jackie is officially dead. Now we kill Bill. Now the process of killing Bill is actually pretty fun because we get to cause havoc around the city until we get 5 stars. In the midst of doing that, I realized I can knock out 2 birds in 1 stone. By killing the hitman target John that can be summoned when you get 4 stars, sniping him outside the helicopter. Now with John dead, we just wait for Bill to come to try to avenge him. We blow up the helicopter, now we officially reach 5 stars and we just wait for Bill to show up. Bill has arrived to save the day. He tried to hop out the car and we clean him up with the K6 Krukov. Now Bill is dead and Chinatown Hitman is complete. As we unlock the Platinum AS-12 Riot and Mr. Wong as a homie, now we can move on to the next hitman. As y'all can see, I'm hunting for Dick. I know that might sound crazy, but that's the nigga's name. They say he located in the downtown district, but something told me to just check the strip club. Let me go to TNA actually. I bet you I'll find somebody there.
Yup, I knew it. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, I really know this activity, man. He inside getting himself a lap dance. Dick, your time over with, gang. You trying to fight back. It's over with.
Now with Dick out the way, we can move on to the next. Now we got Henry. I'm telling y'all right now, this is the most difficult target out of all of them. Because prior to Henry, I ain't had trouble finding any other targets. In fact, most of them I found without even trying. And I knew I was just getting lucky. It was only a matter of time before the game started fucking me over with the spawns. When I tell y'all I spent real life hours looking for this dude, believe me, I'm talking real life hours, bruh. Looking for him through the day, through the night, through the rain, and I still couldn't find him.
I swear I'm gonna get you, bitch ass nigga.
Well, in the midst of looking for this nigga Henry, I found me another target.
Now with Richard dead, we can continue our search for Henry. Man, look. I've been looking for this nigga for hours, bro. It's been at least 3 hours, man. I done took a shower, ate dinner, came back, still can't find this nigga, bro. When I find him, I'm putting extra bullets in him. I'm standing over him, I promise you. Again, in the midst of looking for Henry, I ended up stumbling across another target.
Oh yeah, you finna die. Alright, we got him out the way. I'm trying to find my nigga Henry though, bruh. Man, on some real shit, fuck this activity and fuck this nigga, bro. Fuck him and his whole family tree. Like real shit, bro. This nigga's a bitch.
After spending hours looking for this guy and watching videos of people killing him themselves, I figured out that he was a limo driver. So any limo I seen, I knew it could possibly be him.
Oh my god. Is that him? Please tell me that's him. Please tell me that's him. I think that's him, chat.
Oh my god.
I think that's him. That's him! Let's go! Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. On to the next target, bruh.
Now we move on to Billy Bob. In the midst of searching for him, I ended up coming across somebody else, which is Gabriel. And he's supposed to be found in the factories district, so I was caught off guard that I seen him on this side of town. But I wasn't complaining, as I easily took the kill. But before I killed him, as usual, I didn't have the required gun, so I had to put in a cheat code to give it to myself. And just like that, Gabriel is dead and we continue our search for Billy Bob. After searching for about 30 minutes, I decided to call a taxi to advance the in-game time. And that way it can kind of reshuffle the deck of pedestrians that spawn, and I can come back around and spin the block and see if I see him. I still didn't find Billy Bob, but I did see hella dicks. Nah, like dead ass though. On my search for Billy Bob, I seen like 4 different clones of Dick, and it made me think that pedestrians got a higher chance of spawning when you don't mark them as your target. It's almost like the game is coded in a way to where they decrease the chances of the pedestrian spawning once you add them to your HUD. Even after advancing the time, getting a whole new vehicle, and searching damn near every area downtown, still no signs of Billy Bob. Before I let my frustration grow any farther, I decided to shift my direction towards a different target and hunt through the factory district to search for Bill and Thomas, which I actually didn't have trouble finding at all. I know Bill can be killed with Molotov, so I didn't have to check the information to clarify it, but I just didn't have him on me, so I had to enter the cheat code to get him. Now with Bill burnt to a crisp, we can move on to Thomas. To no surprise, it was actually easy to find Thomas, but once again, didn't have the required weapon, so I had to enter the cheat code. Now it's time to hit a home run with folks. Now with Thomas gone, we got our last 2 targets on the airport hitman, which is Tina and Teresa. Now I knew Teresa wasn't gonna be hard to find because I knew it wasn't gonna be hard to spot a fat bitch. I was just hoping that it wouldn't take her hours to spawn, but I actually lucked up. Good thing this time I actually gave myself the knife before I even found her, so I was already prepared. Then the cop tried a third party, he ended up getting his shit sliced and diced. Then she tried to run, but you know she ain't gonna make it that far. I ended up running her down with the knife, and now Teresa dead and we move on to Tina. Now with Tina, it says that she could be found in the burial district, but I highly recommend not to search there because you would just be wasting your time. See, the thing about Tina is that she on roller skates, so I advise you to go to areas that you will find people skating. Like example, the suburbs. In the videos that I've seen on YouTube, that's exactly where they found her. So that's what I went off of. And what do you know? I found her myself. Now with Tina gone, the airport hitman is officially complete, and we unlocked the gold-plated GDHC 50 with 2 out of the 3 hitman activities completed, and the majority of the targets wiped out on the project's hitman. I really just couldn't believe that I came this far and I was actually about to complete it. A nigga was so close. After watching hella videos and hearing how hard this was, I was actually about to complete this shit myself. We got 2 targets left, and it's Billy Bob and Don. Crazy how I found Billy Bob when I was trying to steal a car and he just randomly appeared on the map. Then the Vice Kings were trying to beat me up for stealing one of their vehicles, and I said, hold up, I gotta take care of business real quick. Clean out Billy Bob, and I get back to the Vice Kings, and I absolutely blew him away with the 12 gauge. Clean these boys out. Now we on the Don, which is the last person we gotta kill. Last target, bro. Come on, man. Let's hope I luck up, bro. Let's hope this dude don't take hours to find, man. Let me just call a taxi, advance the time for a little bit, come back around and spin the block. Oh my God, that's him. That's him. Let's go. We are officially done with Hitman, bro. Oh my God, bro. Got the Platinum T3K, Platinum RPG, and we got a friendly fire discount, bro. We really just did that shit, bro. That's crazy. All right, now we move on to Chop Shop. Just like Hitman, it's best to start all 3 of these at the same time. And it's similar to Hitman too, but instead of searching for people, you just search for cars, which is pretty easy to find. Most of them you can find on the street, some is game vehicles, some can be obtained through cheat codes, or you can buy them at dealerships. You take the car, some you will have to modify, then you deliver it to the Chop Shop. It's pretty easy. The only thing about this activity is that it's just hella boring. But anyway, I ended up breezing through this though. I ain't finna show all the footage because I know y'all don't want to see no Chop Shop, but I completed all 3 Chop Shops. Once again, this activity is trash as hell. You don't even get anything for real. I mean, you get 1 car for each Chop Shop you complete. The Ricochet is decent, but the final reward is a rim jobs discount. Like, it's just trash as hell, bro. Anyway, on to the next activity, which is racing. Another boring ass activity that we can just fly through. Once again, I ain't gonna show all the footage to racing, but some of these was kind of fun to keep it a buck, man, because I did have me some nice cars I was racing with. Some of these races was frustrating as hell, I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. Nigga was getting mad as hell and I almost threw my controller. Cause when you fail a race on this game, you gotta go all the way back to where the race start. There is no checkpoint. But after failing a few attempts on each racing activity and getting frustrated as hell, your boy finally completed all the races. Just like Chop Shop, this shit is fucking trash, bro. You don't even get shit for real. All you get is a discount on customizing your car. For all the pain and suffering I went through, this all a nigga get, bro. This shit is whack. Now we can move on to hijacking. I wasn't sure how I was gonna do on this activity before I went into it, because I remember trying to do this when I was a kid and it was hard for me. But now that I'm older, got more knowledge about the game, and I got better user stick skill, I was able to do it. And this activity is actually fun, considering that we can finally shoot, kill people, and steal cars again. Cause I know that's what y'all really want to see, man. Y'all don't want to see me do no racing. Y'all don't want to see me do no Chop Shop. Come on now. This activity actually pretty hard though. I know some of y'all struggle with this too. You gotta steal a car and deliver it back to the warehouse, and you might have to make a long drive back while being chased by the enemy gang or the cops. But you know, your boy was moving with skill though, bruh. I was driving the whip while shooting with precision. This shit gets so hectic in the later levels though, bruh. It got to a point where I even had to stop at Forgive and Forget a couple times to remove my notoriety. Anyway, we complete all 3 hijackings. W activity, you actually get some pretty cool rewards, including this nice racing jersey that I'm gonna be wearing throughout this video. Alright, now we got escort. This activity, you just drive around the sex worker and the client while they get it on in the back seat until you feel the pleasure meter all the way up. You also gotta avoid the media trucks too to make sure they don't gain maximum footage, but they drive so damn fast, bro. When you get to the later levels, you might have to pull out your gun and just shoot them in order to get them off you. And that's exactly what I was doing, bro. I ended up failing these a couple times. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, bro, but I did end up completing all these though. Unlocked Samantha as a homie, got a new set of clothing, and we got some special variants of some vehicles. Not the best rewards, but hey, I'll take them. It's better than the racing. Alright, now we on the demolition derby. This is one of the easiest and fun activities on the game right here. All you do is run into cars and destroy them. The higher the levels, the more cars you gotta destroy. But for 8 levels, you only gotta destroy 3 cars. That's what makes this activity so easy. So you know, we just flew right through this and completed it, and we unlocked all the demolition derby vehicles in our garage. So in the middle of this 100% playthrough, I figured out that I had to do all tag locations and collect all CDs in order to get 100%. And I decided, let me just get that out the way, that way I won't have to worry about it later. And thankfully, with the help of some YouTube videos, I was able to find all 75 tag locations and all 60 CDs. Hey, I even unlocked Infinite Sprint for doing all tags, so I guess it was worth it. Now we back to the activities. Alright, now we finna do some insurance fraud. Hey, I love this activity on Saints Row 2, as it's much easier on that game, man, especially with the adrenaline meter. You know, this activity do get some flack for how hard it is on Saints Row 1, but once you discover the police car technique, that's when the game changes. Get you a police car or ambulance truck, go to the scoring area and just crash into other cars, crash into the wall, you get a big bonus, bruh. And this right here is how you speed run through the activity. W activity and W rewards, man, as we get a reduced damage from vehicle collisions, explosions, and bullets. Alright, now we can move on to some mayhem. This activity is self-explanatory, man. All you do is cause mayhem and destroy stuff in the scoring area until you reach a certain cash goal. But you know, when I play these games, I be causing mayhem anyway, so this was second nature to me. I just had the RPG on me the whole time and I was just blowing up everything. But I completed all 3 mayhem activities. They gave me some throwable weapons I can get in my crib and an RPG. Weapons I already had, but now with mayhem out the way, we can move on to the next activity. Alright, now we move on to drug trafficking. If y'all haven't noticed, man, I've been saving the funnest activities for last. This is one of my favorite activities in Saints Row 1 and 2. You just drive around with a drug dealer and protect them from gang members and cops while they make their deals. I did have to activate the infinite ammo cheat though. Even though they give you infinite ammo on some guns, certain guns just not gonna cut it, especially when you get to the higher levels, bruh. And you getting chased by hella gang members and cops, the NR4 is just not gonna be enough. So yeah, man, I just put in infinite ammo so I can keep using my dominant weapons. You know, my Platinum T3K, Scar 7 Spree, AR-40 Extended, RPG, GDHC 50. Once I was able to use them, man, I ain't even gonna say I breezed through the activity, because I actually died a couple times, bruh. Pull up on that nigga, I get the peeling. These niggas know they not. Bro, what? Bruh. That's some bullshit, bro. Oh, my controller just died, bruh. Oh my god, bruh. Oh, they finna kill me, bro. I ain't finna be able to plug my shit in time. Yup, I knew it, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. Yeah, man, y'all see them deaths, bro. Absolute BS. But through a few failed attempts, we managed to complete all 3 drug trafficking activities. Our gang and police notoriety decreases faster, and we unlock Laura as a homie. Now we can move on to the final activity, and that's Snatch. This is my favorite activity in Saints Row right here. I love this activity so much. You basically save hoes from the abusive pimps and return them back to the brothel. When I say it get hectic during this activity, bro, I mean it get crazy. In some of these clips, it was just an all-out war, but I was loving it, man. I almost died a few times. A nigga had to eat some burgers to rejuvenate, bro. But after that, I start putting in more work with this gold-plated GDHC 50, bro. Straight one tap, satisfying gunplay right here. With all Snatch activities officially complete, we unlocked a pimp vehicle, a pimp suit, some new jewelry, and a pimp cane shotgun. Now with every activity in Saints Row officially complete, we can now go back to doing main story missions. And we got a choice of what gang we want to go at first. Whether if it's the West Side Rollers, the Los Carnales,
It's not the Los Carnales, it's just the Carnales.
or the Vice Kings. And I think I'm gonna choose
Vice Kings.
So make sure y'all boys stay tuned for part 2 when we take on the Vice Kings. If y'all enjoyed this, make sure y'all drop a like, hit that sub button if you're new to the channel as well, man. I'm out. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video.